Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back with more Dark Souls, and I've forgotten exactly what we did in the last episode, but we're just gonna go kill something. Alright, so what we want to do now, and I just remember what we were doing, is we want to go kill that guy with the gold armor. I forget what his name is. Goldie Fuck. Essentially, if you don't kill him, what he will do, in such a friendly way, is he will kill the Firekeeper at Firelink Shrine. Now, I of course knew this even back as far as my first playthrough, and I knew he must die. Now you might notice that the game looks a little different. In an attempt to fix some of the FPS issues, which I can't seem to be able to fix, I reinstalled Dark Souls, and I'm still having FPS problems, but I went ahead and remodded it with a few different mods. Most notably, the mod that changes the UI into Bloodborne. Since I'm not going to be able to play Bloodborne for a while, I might as well enjoy the UI at the very least. It looks very good, very slick. I do intend to get a PS4 at some point, or a piss-poor. See, you know, I think some of you guys take some of the stuff I say a little too seriously. I may call it the piss-poor and the X-Bone, but, well, if I had the money, I'd have a piss-poor. If only for Bloodborne. Yeah, I know there probably could be some FPS issues, but I can overlook that, so long as the game is sound. Alright, so what you want to do here is you want to run. Essentially what you want to do is you want to try to avoid these guys as best you can, and then get hit by the guy. Aw, man, I fucked it up. No! Run! Run, 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 run! Get in there! Oh, I didn't do it. The idea is you want to try to get... Oh, I killed him, though! Oh, that's brilliant! That was perfect. Okay, what you want to do is you want to try to run... Oh, I did it the wrong way anyway. Well, I will show you that anyway. The idea is you want to try to get through that gate before they can shut it. Sadly, oh yeah, there was a bunch of FPS issues there. I think the difference between the system setup I have now and the system setup I had back when this actually ran well is the system setup I have now likely addresses graphical data differently from how it did before. Because it makes no sense that this should be running shittier on a much better computer than back when it wasn't as good, you know? It just doesn't make any sense. But I think it just addresses graphics differently. I honestly think it's the motherboard. Not that that motherboard is bad, mind you, because that was a fan donation. I just think that I might have had the motherboard configured wrong, I don't know. But it's one of those things, something's wrong somewhere for some reason, and I can't fucking figure it out. And in my experience, you know, going on forums and stuff like that, you'll get as many answers as people, and half the answers boil down to buy a new computer. That I'm not even joking here. I know some have been able to get it to where, you know, they can ask these questions and they'll get an appropriate answer. I never have. It's annoying, but, well, that's the way it goes. But I could swear this ran better. I did a Dark Souls Let's Play a number of years ago. I didn't like it because it was done at the absolute wrong time. Essentially, I was really depressed, and so it wasn't very entertaining. But, now see, now that's shut. Now we gotta fight our way through a number of different areas. But I don't remember it running this shitty. And wow, I am sucking today. It just pains me every time the frame rate dips for no reason. It's like, I'm running it with such better system resources than what it has. It's running better than the last time, though, I think. Although, watch, you guys will say, oh, it's running worse. Well, then, fuck it. We'll run it at 15 frames, goddammit. Although, I have played it at 15 frames before. When my beloved 7770 graphics card died, and all I had was my emergency graphics card, it could only run Dark Souls 1 at, you know, 15 frames a second. I do like the Bloodborne UI, though. I really, really do like it a lot. But yeah, it only ran it at 15 frames per second. I beat it that way. Hell yeah, I did. And now with, you know, an RX 480, I'm going to run it at 15 frames again. And you might think it's fraps, but it's not. I actually have just tried to play the game regularly, and the RX 480 doesn't like it. I'm wondering if I'm going to have to reinstall Windows, but I really don't want to, because I'm so sick of having to redo that all the goddamn time. Oh, come on, dude. Just die. Again. Always hate it when this guy just either A, won't attack, or B, I'm just fucking up so much. Once we get this thing upgraded, it won't matter. You just know it's a bad day to play the game when you suck this much. Now, if you want, and it's completely useless, by the way, you can shoot the tail of that dragon. And yes, his animation does look that shitty, even when you don't record. You shoot the tail of the dragon a couple of times, and you get a special dragon sword. It's useless. I mean, yeah, you can use it, but the question is, why would you? Because it's not that good. It weighs a lot, and you can't upgrade it. Oh, he's gonna hit me. Yep, I knew he was gonna hit me. But see, that's what'll happen with Dark Souls. You might be in a pissed off mood, you might not be fully into it, and you die. A lot. But ultimately, though, Dark Souls has aged remarkably well. There's a lot more mods for it now than there were back in 2012. And I'm glad it got rid of that Games for Windows Live lunacy. I mean, Games for Windows Live. How shitty is that? It's just, I do not know. Oh yeah, there's also a mod that I have installed that changes, that gives a little subtitle for the area that you're in. I thought it was kind of neat. I used that mod before. I think I even used it for the original Let's Play from years ago. I don't even have the episodes anymore, so if you want to see it, you gotta look. I have like 4 of the episodes left. And I actually used that as stock footage in one of my reviews, actually. But ultimately, getting Dark Souls to work these days is very easy, though. I guess just modern-day graphics technology does not agree with it, as you can see here by the frame rate drop. Stop dropping frames! Stop it! Now, it is supposed to freeze from time to time because it's loading in new textures, because I am using the high-res texture pack. I'm using a different high-res texture pack, no less. This high-res texture pack that I'm using is appreciably better than the one I was using. I was using the performance texture pack, mainly because that was a leftover installation from when I had a much less good graphics card. And I'm sucking so much today. Realistically, fighting through here is not that big of a deal. The enemies in here aren't that hard to kill. I say that as I get... These guys, these fucking, you know, hollows here. They give you no souls. They theoretically shouldn't be able to do that much damage, and they can kill you. Easy. That flurry attack is devastating. Like, it legitimately is. Okay, so we got no Estus swings left. We should still be able to make it, though. But it would still be a lot easier if we could have just gone through that gate, but I had forgotten which way to go. What you want to do is you want to take the high road and then just jump down. I'll show that a little bit later. That way you can see the easiest way. Ultimately, we got the big guy killed, so that was something. Sadly, didn't get any souls from it, or a boar helmet. Not that I use that anyway. There's so many items in this game that I just don't use. Because, once again, for me, I just want to get my ass moving and not be weighed down by massively heavy weapons. And I say that and I use the Lucerne, but still. The Lucerne, I still just feel, as heavy as it is, it still just does so much damage and has really, really good reach. And that makes it so worthwhile, to me at least. Okay, so once we get in here, now we're going to be facing those Boulder Knights. They're fairly difficult, and they actually have the ability to parry your attacks. And that... oh, shit. And that is not necessarily a good thing. Because when they parry your attacks, they can do a special reposit, and that will take off most of your health, and if you are low level, it will kill you. Now see, this guy doesn't have a rapier, but when they do have rapiers, they can be very deadly. Now, we are at an advantage, because what we have is a weapon with long reach. So we can just sort of stay back here and chip away at their health. And we don't have to get too close to them. Now, as you get higher decks, they can repose a little... They can't repose... Blech. They cannot do a counterattack as easily as if you were low level. And for some reason, I'm sucking with these spear guys. It's like, seriously. Now, come on. Snack. Hit the shield. See, these spear guys have decent AI, because they'll know to attack when you have, well, that was lucky. I'll admit that was pure luck right there. Alright, so, when you have low health like this, and you don't have any Estus swigs, you can do one of two things. You can either play it cautiously, or you can just run past. What we're going to do is we're going to just run past. That is always the best idea. Now, we're actually going to run down here, because there's a bonfire over here. And we're also going to get our weapon upgraded. Now, normally I like to run in a different area. Actually, you know what's interesting? I think we actually do have better performance now, which is very good. Usually like to freeze back there on my other system setup, so maybe it is running better, and maybe I'm just completely paranoid. That is a really nice UI. Now we cannot level up in any way, shape, or form. We have far too few souls, but we can go in here, and I'm going to put up that weapon just in case my controller goes crazy, because I have killed the Lady of Ash so many times by accident. Okay, so let us reinforce the ye old Lucerne. Now, I'm not sure if we have enough. Yeah, we don't have that many Titanite shards, so let's actually buy some from him. Well, we have next to no money. Okay, so you know what we're gonna do? Yeah, don't get yourself killed, Betty. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, this is really different, but it does look pretty cool, and I can see what I'm doing at least. Okay, let's use some loss. Let's pop a soul here. Because usually these are going to be pretty useless anyway. Because 200 souls at this stage of the game it's not that worthwhile to just keep these. All right, let's go and buy. I think we can buy a couple more Titanite shards. I think we can buy 2. I think they're 400 apiece. No, they're 800 apiece. I drastically undersold that. Okay, so we have a couple of those. We will come back and we will get some more. And we'll be able to upgrade this. I remember I actually did a race with this game. Who can kill the bell tower gargoyles first? And ultimately I did, but I was able to like upgrade my Lucerne to 5, where the other person was still like just barely defeating the Taurus demon. Because like I actually have played this game long enough that I'm actually pretty good at it, which for me is a major accomplishment. Okay, we're gonna go activate the elevator. Now we're going to try to dodge and fail. Yeah, I'm really good at the game, see? We'll circle around this guy. You gotta love how they have an infinity circle. Yeah, jump back. They ain't gonna help you, dude. Probably shouldn't have gone for that fucking Nestus either. And smaggy smack. And smaggy smack. Okay, so we want to avoid picking up the thing in there. I can't think of anything right now. The Firekeeper soul. Because we don't want our Firekeeper down here to be killed by that dumb fuck up there. I can't remember his name. I have to look that up. Because like these characters do have interesting backstories. You just kind of gotta look past the obvious and make sure he doesn't kill her. And Patches the hyena shows up in this game as well. Although if you don't know anything about demon souls, you wouldn't know who that is. Although that's why in this game, like you kind of have to just. Now, if you don't know the game, you'll go to where he is, and he'll kick you off a cliff. We'll actually show that later on as well. Really, it's best just to kill him. Just kill the fucker. Okay, so now we have 10 Estus Wigs, and we now have that elevator. That elevator is very, very convenient, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking, it's super convenient. Because by having that there, you can just access so many different places. This game is very, very laid out in terms of its level design. And see, all this is without bonfire warping, you know? And I think bonfire warping isn't a bad idea. It definitely means the game can be a lot bigger, but at the same time, it kind of makes it less connected. Although all the other Dark Souls games are connected. You can just wander around. Dark Souls 3, you can definitely wander around, but the question is, like, why would you if you have the choice? Okay, what are we doing? I already completely forgot. Oh yeah, we gotta go kill the bell tower gargoyles. Okay, well let's first kill this guy. Let's just kill a few things first. Let's open up that portcullis down there. Oh crap! I kind of walked right in. I'm still walking into that. I was not. Ooh, he looks pretty good though. I don't know if I modded him, but he looks better than he normally does. And let's avoid him. Let's kill his little buddy here. Well, let's of course take a hit. I'm just taking so many hits. Okay, this guy's easy. He really is. The thing is, this is why you want to get your ass moving. What you want to do is you want to just keep circling around the guy. Because he's not going to be able to move as fast as you, because he has all that armor on. I don't know if you can get. You have to really get the timing down, which is why when he's about to hit the second time, I would recommend not trying to attack like I just did. But really, the best aspect of this game is patience. You just got to know when to hit and when not to. Just watch their attacks. They're not that hard. They're not that hard to figure out. But as you can see, that's another reason why you want to have a lot of endurance. Now, That's always great when they go for the Estus swing. Like, they think, I'm not going to hit him. See, what do we get from him? A Titanite Shard. That's not bad, though. Sometimes you can get armor from him. I got him to drop armor a grand total of once. And even then it was useless because it weighed too much. But you don't want to get too cocky in this game. That is for sure. Now, as I always like to get stuff done at each one of these particular levels, let us level up that weapon as much as we can. I'm not sure how much we can even level it up. Then let's go human, and then let's go fight the Bell Tower Gargoyles. Now, there's different ways to fight them. You can fight them on your own, and I've done that. But if you just want to kill them and move on with the game, it's always good to just summon Solier, because he does help out a little bit. At the very least, he draws aggro, and that's always good. Oh, we only need 2 more Titanite Shards, and then we'll have Lucerne +4. We will definitely be buying that once we have killed them. But I always like to have the bots in there, because they make it that less annoying. And the bots help well enough, but they're still not that good. I've had Solier solo one of those guys once. What am I looking at? Humanity, here we are. But most of the... Like, with Ornstein and Smo, it's always good to have somebody have a bot drawing aggro. But once again, you can defeat all these bosses easily enough by yourself once you really know what you're doing. But if you just want to get your ass moving, if you just want to get to the better parts of the game, it's always good to do that. Now, there is different kinds of self-imposed challenges, but for me, I just want to succeed at the game. Although there was a time, like my very first playthrough was the hardest because I never really wanted to go human. So I defeated the Bell Tower, gargoyles completely alone. Like, I did not summon anything. I don't even think I had any humanities at this point because I had wasted them all. But that's really just, it's one of the other great aspects of this game. You drop something? No. Great aspects of this game is there's just so much strategizing you can do. I don't know if people really strategize the other games as much as they did this game. It's one of those instances where, like, the first game is, like, the most popular of the lot. Although I do know that Dark Souls 3 sold, like, the most of all the Dark Souls games. Which, I don't have a problem with that, Because Dark Souls 3 is still a good game. There's even a mod that turns the UI for this game into the Dark Souls 3 UI, which is cool. It is. Oh, yeah, we gotta kill that guy first. We'll kill him. Nah, we'll come back. No, he'll go away. Okay, never mind. I'm having a debate with myself here. Should we kill that guy? Yeah, we should. Okay, we will kill, oh, what is his name? I used to know his name. The guy in the fucking gold-ass armor, He has a ring we need. We will kill him first, because I think he goes back to the bonfire, but he doesn't, like, just automatically kill the, firekeeper. He can sit there for a long-ass time before he finally kills her. I don't know what causes him to kill her. At least I don't remember. And we will go behind him and get him. Don't ever run in there. I don't care how high level you are, do not run in there. Because if you do, you will be killed instantly by those guys. Alright, so we got him. And now we want to go over here. Now, be careful when you go in here, because there is going to be a Balder Knight. There have been times where I've forgotten there's a Balder Knight there, and he has killed me. And he's a rapier Balder Knight, too. And he will totally rapier you if you don't be careful. That's why I like my Lucerne, because I can keep him far away from me. So it's a little harder for him to counterattack me. Just want to be careful, because we don't want to lose too much health, because we want to kill that guy up there, and it's going to take a lot. Now, of course, if you have him go by the bonfire, there is an interesting tactic where you literally just let him jump off the cliff, but we're going to just fight him normally. Okay, let's see, like, he has pretty good decks, but not good enough, as you can see. There's many different mods for the Estus Flask, none of which look that much different from an Estus Flask, which is why I've never bothered with it. It's like, yeah, it still looks appreciably like an Estus Flask. Now, since this guy doesn't attack you until you attack him a couple of times, the best way to kill this guy is, of course, using the... Now, he will respawn here if you fuck it up and die. For a little while, at least. And sometimes he'll spawn at the bonfire, whereupon he'll immediately attack you. So what we're going to do is we're going to double-hand it. And you can see we've already done a lot of damage to him, but now you just want to run. You want to run, and you want to get out of there, because he is very deadly. You want to have a good amount of room to fight him. Once again, this is why I like Lucerne, because it does allow me to be at a considerable distance, because those shuttles he has can actually hurt you through the shields. As you can see, oh crap, stop loading detectors. So see, it's a little easier to fight him because he has to get a lot closer to me than I do to him. And see, look, we're knocking off good amounts of his health, but if you fuck it up, like I just did, look at how much damage he did in just one attack. That might not seem like a lot, but it does add up. And it does take a little it is a little difficult to get a drink. Now look at how much damage he just did there. Chug it down. When you do your chugs, you really want to make sure they're far enough away that they can't hit you as you chug. Now there are ways to play this game just double-handing. I do not do that because I don't trust myself to be good enough to do it. Just gotta love how the textures keep loading because we're like in the middle of two different zones. All right, come on, dude. You know you want some. He does have the ability to counterattack, so you just gotta be careful. You gotta be patient. That's why you also want to have a good amount of health. Good amount of swigs left, because you will take damage from this guy. I think that's the brass armor, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not going to be commenting that much because I am trying to concentrate entirely on fighting this guy. That's one thing I really hate. You hit the walls. Alright, we got him. We got him. And we still have 5 Estus drinks now. Okay, let's... Now, there's many different tactics to avoiding being hit. I mean, there is the classic roll. I think the roll is more important in later games. This one is very much about using your shield. Now, as you can see, he now is in a special state. He has the red tearstone ring, which means he'll do more damage. He'll be able to do more damage. Now, you can find that. As you can see, he did a lot more damage now. He is very deadly when he's at low health. You can find that in the Valley of the Drakes. I have never really had any desire to use it, though. Because that means you got to have really good reflexes. Because you got to already be really hurt to use it. Now, this is where you can definitely lose. You know, you might be doing good, and we have been doing good. But it's where we can lose it if we're not careful. Because now we're down to just 3 swigs. He's able to hurt us really bad. There are some players who will use the red tearstone ring. They will literally let themselves get hurt. Because you suck, dude. Humanity. 5 humanities from that guy. Ring of Favor and Protection, and of course you get some souls from him. Alright, so let us put the Ring of Favor and Protection on, because that's the last one we need. Now, we've got more, we've got a lot more stamina. And now look at how fast we move. We're just flipping and flapping all over the place. Alright, before we go kill the bell tower gargoyles, let's go back down to, I always call them Fargus for some reason. I'm definitely thinking of the wrong game. Let's go back to Andre here. Let's upgrade our, Lucerne, and then let's go kill the bell tower gargoyles. But for many, the bell tower gargoyles are very difficult, but in terms of Dark Souls bosses, they are very, very easy to defeat. They're some of the easy. Both of them are pretty easy. They don't have a lot of health. They don't have a lot of attacks, and you can call in a bot. Compared to a lot of other bosses, you know, they're absolutely nothing. But if you've never played the game before, then you wouldn't know. Oh, we didn't kill that Black Knight. I just remembered. We need to go kill that guy. Do we have any? No, we don't. Okay, let's purchase some items. I think we needed 3. I think we needed 3 to upgrade that. And we did. Alright, so now all we need are 2 more, and then we will have it pretty much fully upgraded. Let's get 1 more. Let me double check, just in case I forgot my count here. Okay, to get that to 5, we need 1 more. And so we will get it after we kill it. We don't really need it fully upgraded. But that's one thing you also need to pay attention to in this game, is be sure to upgrade your weapons. That is really important in this game. The more upgraded your weapon is, the better it is. Like, it's like, oh, it's a little bit better, it's a little bit faster. No, it is legitimately better to have it upgraded. Because the more upgraded it is, the more damage it does, and you really want it to do more damage because you want to really get those bosses killed as fast as you possibly can. Because the longer those bosses are alive, the more likely it is that you're going to die. But as you can see, we now can one-shot these guys. And we'll go ahead and kill this guy just for fun. But you really want... In this game, you want to... Ooh, we got another one. Okay. What you really need to focus on in this game is killing everything as quickly as you can. Getting things done fast in this game is very important. At least according to me. Because the longer it takes to do these things... Damn it. Already fucked it up. Because... See, look at that. He almost parried me. That's the word I was looking for. He almost parried me. And if he'd been able to do so, he would have been able to probably kill me in one hit. Which would have been very bad, as you can imagine. Because those parries, man, they hurt. They hurt a lot. Now we, thankfully, can do a lot of damage to him, so these fights don't take that long. But it's kind of like in the Renaissance era. You know, in the Renaissance era, you wanted those fights to be over as fast as you could get them over. I always hate that. I chug it, he chugs it. Because in the Renaissance era, you wanted the fight to be over in like a couple of seconds. In real life, you want the fights over in a couple of seconds. You don't want a long fight. Because the longer the fight goes on, the more tired you're going to get. And that happens in this game. That's how fighting in this game works too. The longer this fight goes on, the more tired you're going to get, the more fatigued you are. And the more fatigued you are, the more mistakes you're going to make. And this game does not allow for too many mistakes. That is for sure. This game is very unforgiving when it comes to mistakes. And that's the case. So to me, it's like I want to be able to do as much damage in a shorter period of time as possible. Now, taking a lot of damage isn't really my concern. Taking a lot of damage is okay, but likely you're not going to be able to take enough damage for it to matter. Now already we're kind of off to a bad start because we already are lacking health. We only have 3 Estus weeks, and I want to fight this full health. And that means you only get like 3 mistakes. And once those mistakes are done, you know, you're probably going to die. But thankfully it doesn't really matter because we are going to have Solier. He's going to draw some aggro. And I'm going to be able to do a lot of damage with my partially upgraded Lucerne and the fact that I'm such a higher level. Well, doesn't he look happy? He looks way happier than I would be in that situation. Because, as you can see, we're already at level 24. So we're going to do a lot of damage. And Solier, you know, Solier is pretty cool. I can see why people like him. I can see why he's a very big fan favorite. Now, this is a pretty cool little cutscene here that we'll be seeing in just a second. It's like seeing the weapons on the back, because like you obviously don't walk around in the game like that. And this is a very cool introduction. It's a very simple introduction, but like if you never played the game before, you can't really tell that which ones are alive and which ones are just background. And the bell tower gargoyles are a pretty cool design as well. I mean, the whole game just has so much effort put into it. I just can't... Every piece of the game, every piece of Dark Souls is kind of like my favorite, you know. Not all of it, though. There are some areas. Anne Orlando is not my favorite, just because it takes so long to get anywhere in that level. Alright, what we want to do is we want to get behind him. Now, we got to be careful, because what he can do is he can have a really... He can have a sweeping attack, and he does have really good reach. Ooh, there he goes. Oh, he didn't get it off in time. Now he's got his buddy out there. His buddy is going to come and try to attack us. And we got the gargoyle tail axe up. Absolutely useless. At least for me, it is. As you can see, we've already fucked him up bad. And you gotta love how the frame rate goes down when the little fire comes out. I just find that amusing. Oh, come on! Oh, get out! No! No, we did. Shit! No! Ah! Okay, did the other one fire his fire off? Damn! Usually I can kill him in just one try. Shit! I wasn't dodging enough, I think. And that's the thing. Like you really do want to. When it comes to those kind of bosses, you do want to dodge. And we'll see it later on as the bosses get a little harder. But he was drawing aggro. I do think the other one was shooting fire off, though. That's what it looked like to me, at least. Which is really annoying. It really is annoying to me when you die because of fire. Because in this game, fire does a lot of damage to you. Now, as you can see there, we still had plenty of Estus swings. We just didn't have a chance to do it, and that's one of the things you got to keep in mind. One of the things I always thought of back when I first started playing the game is that if you had more Estus swings, the better. But most of the time when you're fighting a boss like that, or even just fighting normally, 5 or 10 Estus swings will do the job. Because usually you'll be dead before you use them all up, especially when it comes to a boss. Now, sometimes you'll be able to use them all, and then sometimes you'll probably want some more, but most of the time you're going to die before you can use up all the Estus swings. Now, as you can see, we're already off to a bad start on this boss run because we've already got multiple enemies after us. We've already taken a hit. But most of the time, you're just going to die without using up all your Estus swings. And there will still be times where you don't have any Estus swings and you still win. There's a couple of episodes where that exact same thing happened, you know. So actually, no, we're not gonna listen to my own advice, and we're fucked. We're fucked right now because they're all behind me and they're gonna kill me. That's why you don't want to do that. I forgot there were some in there, and now I'm dead. Well, there's the reason why you don't just run in there, because you'll get trapped in the corner and completely raped. But see, this is a good learning experience for everyone. Don't do what I just did. And this is how you can easily run out of humanity as well, because there's so many ways you can die just getting to the boss. But ultimately, you don't need the humanity to defeat that boss. So it's not that big of a deal. It's just resource management. You gotta know what to use. And as you can see just there, we really didn't want to just avoid those random guards out there. We wanted to actually fight them. And that's exactly what we were about to do. And also what I want to point out as well is just look at the graphics of this game. It still looks good even after all these years. And there's plenty of mods to make it look good. You know, that's the thing. I mean, this game is I still think this game looks a little better than Dark Souls 3, to be perfectly honest. I wonder if there will ever be Dark Souls 3 mods. I don't think there's any Dark Souls 2 mods out there. Okay, that's the one thing I find annoying, is because I hate having to fight this guy each and every time, because I'm just low enough level where it's actually difficult to fight him. I can't imagine how hard it would be if you didn't know what you were doing, though. Alright, come on. Get over here. Yes, yes, yes. Come on. Come on. Yeah, you got a big pointy stick. I don't care. And we're gonna miss him. Yeah, I'm gonna double-hand it. Because, as you can see... Oh, please tell me he's gonna go for a drink. And he does, and he's dead. No! God damn it! Well, it doesn't matter. He's already dead anyway. Yeah, he does, and he's dead. Well, no, he's still alive. And that's one of the cool things about the fans. That's why I love it when games have... Oh, we missed some souls back there. Oh, well. That's one thing I like about the fans, having access to mod tools and things of that nature. Although I can't imagine Dark Souls, the developers even wanted there to be mods for it. But DS6 was made in literally a day. But the fans always find ways to improve all the games. Just literally all the games. And I don't know when this episode's going up. I think it'll probably be after the... Sonic Adventure review goes up, but like the Sonic Adventure review, you know, there's a mod for Sonic Adventure, and I'm gonna talk about it in that review. But it's like there's a mod for fucking Sonic Adventure DX that actually makes the game run good. You know, well, like DS Fix here. You know, if we were actually playing, I may complain about the frame rate dropping time every once in a while, but you know, oh, I didn't wait for him to come through. Ah, well, it doesn't matter. Once again, this is why you want that shield. Come on, Solier. Now that means Solier will actually be alive long enough to actually be of some use to me. But that's why you want... Well, as you can see, look how much damage we can already do to the guy. Since we fucked up. Oh shit, run! Aha! Thank you, Solier. That's why you want to have him there. I love it if he could jump off to his death. I've actually had that happen later in the game, because you do encounter some of these. Oh, fucking flame, motherfucker! If he kills me again, I swear, I am going to send him a nasty letter. I'm going to talk about how I want him to be in BDSM here. I mean, never mind. Oh, come on. Shit. Get him. Alright, well, see, that's how easy it is. That's how easy it is. The gargoyle helm is not bad either. I don't use it because helmets are not for heroes. And as you can see, we didn't even use one Estus Swig there. Really, it comes down to luck in some respects when fighting some of these bosses. Sometimes you get lucky and you're able to get all the good hits. Sometimes you are not lucky and you lose it all. And there's been times where I've been able to defeat the Bell Tower Gargoyles literally in just one go and taking no damage. You know, it's like, it just depends on if you're in the zone that day. Alright, so we are going to ring the first Bell of Awakening. And once we do, we will call it an episode. And once that starts ringing, that will open... Well, that'll wake up like a giant guy. And then we will eventually be going into Sin's Fortress. Sin's Fortress is a very interesting level, because that's what I consider my first stopping point in this game. It's where I just had to stop and come back to the game after about a week. But until then, I'm GeneralLotz, wishing you good Bell Tower Gargoyles, or whatever makes you happy.